Welcome to Road Pick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. Like to welcome you all to the show. In the midst of the presidential election that's coming up tomorrow, November the 3rd, the day before, the eve before election night, I want to bring on someone who been through this election process before, and we want to compare it from the days that he's been voting up until the current situation, and that's dealing with Biden and Trump. Brother Marvin, welcome to the show, bro.
Well, thanks for having me there, brother.
Yes, sir. Now, is there any difference in between this current election with President Trump and Biden than elections, let's say, going back in the 70s and the 80s to the 90s?
Well, the only time I can remember it being this much chaos was back in the 60s when they was trying to keep black folks from voting. You know, you're going through the same thing. You know, you had to pay a poll tax, or they stood in line with guns to intimidate you, you know, anything. Just like you're doing now.
Same thing, bro.
So, I mean, but up until between then and now, I've never experienced that because everything else usually win. If you win, you win. You lose, you lose.
Right.
You know, but now, it's totally different atmosphere out there, man.
Yeah, I see these businesses boarding up their shops and people in trucks trying to run campaign buses off the road and people getting guns, and you know it's crazy.
But you know, the reason why they boarding up their shop because they know it's not us coming this time.
Right.
And when Black Lives Matter protests and all that, some of them they want to just make it look like it's something that is really not. They'll board their shops up. But overall, they're peaceful protest.
Mm-hmm.
But when the good Americans come out there, they don't know how to protest peacefully.
Right.
You know, you're going to agree with me, or I'm going to blow you up or shoot you or do whatever.
Yeah, man, that voter intimidation, and they was pulling people's signs out of their yard and people going mad, bro. You know what happened?
I don't know about nobody else, but I had been made my mind. Ain't nothing they can say now to sway my opinion.
Right.
So I mean, you know, come on now. I'm not that naive. You satisfied with the way things been going the past 4 years, and you know, do what you gotta do.
Right.
But I'm just waiting for the aftermath because I went out myself and had to purchase another firearm, home defense. You know, not being aggressive with it, but I exercised my Second Amendment right about me a home defense weapon.
Right.
But I had a hard time finding it.
Well, I can believe that, bro. Yeah.
Man, but check this out. I went into a gun shop. I can call them out. Collector's Farm on West Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Went in there to buy a shotgun. As soon as you walk in the door, they got the Trump Pence signs when you walk into the door.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you walk into the shop, they got the Biden Harris signs everywhere, but they trying to take your gun.
Yeah. Right.
So, you know, well, they had plenty of guns, but I feel like this wasn't the right place for me to be purchasing a weapon.
Uh-huh.
So, but it's crazy, man. Everywhere you go, the guns are gone, the ammunition gone pretty much.
Yeah, and you would think in 2020 we'd all be getting along. You know, like Rodney King said, can we all get along? You know, this thing is...
Well, everything was going fine until we had our first black president, and they haven't forgave us yet.
Right.
You know, when Obama was in office, you had Al-Qaeda, you had ISIS, Tea Party. You had none of that now.
Right.
Tea Party, the ISIS wearing red mega caps now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause my theory always has been, they may think I'm crazy, but ISIS was the Muslim chapter of the Tea Party.
Right.
You know, they like to stir up stuff. So what's the best way to stir up stuff? You got a black president whose middle name happens to be Hussein, and try to connect him to the Muslim.
Right.
You know, easiest thing in the world for white people. You know, they believe anything about us.
Right. Yeah. You know, but the fact that, you know, black people on the rise, and really black people are fed up with so much hate and racism, and and actually we always been fed up with it, but we allowed it to happen because we was hoping that maybe they better nature would kick in, and then one day we could treat each other as citizens and go and enjoy this country. But you got more than I thought who really don't want that to happen. I thought it might be small pockets here and there, but I'm looking at the support Trump got and some of these right-wing groups and realize, man, it's a lot of people that feel like Trump all over the planet.
But you know what get me though? Is these misguided brothers that got some money.
Uh-huh.
They think that they have to vote for Trump in order to keep their money.
Right, yeah.
Brother, come on, man. Like 50 cents. Come on, man. I don't care if you vote for Trump. If you don't pay your taxes, you're going to jail. Like Mr. Snipe did.
Right.
That game is not for you.
Right.
Money, you can't play that game because your money, your complexion don't allow you to play that game.
Right.
And Trump haven't paid no taxes in years if he ever paid in. Right. You try that and see whatever.
But yeah, you're right. 50 Cent couldn't get away with paying $750 in taxes. Matter of fact, they wouldn't even teach him the game on how to even make that possible.
But the problem I have with brothers like that, I don't care who you vote for, but you got too much influence among young people behind your music.
Right.
So don't do that because they don't have the millions that you have.
Right.
Trump is not going to affect them. He's not going to help them like he's going to help you, so you think.
Right.
Lil Wayne jumped out there.
Yeah, he jumped out there.
And do you think any Trump people buying any of your stuff? How much years have you seen Trump no man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Y'all around there like Herschel Walker and his son.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah. I know. They think that they'll be the first ones they throw on the plantation.
Well, everybody them cops probably out there just waiting to catch Herschel Walker's son if that's all they blow over.
Yeah.
It's just crazy out there, man. They showed on TMZ today where the training methods that the police in Kentucky use, they got Hitler. Hitler is their spokesman. They got Hitler's speeches and they teach them all this stuff by using violence. Always use violence. And this is how you train your police officers.
Right. And, black people in America are unwilling participants at the hands of these Nazis or racists or whatnot who tax dollars pay them to patrol these areas with these guns and these weapons, and they practice and they train on the citizens or black citizens in these different cities. And it's like, who do we call? Whether it's Trump or Biden. Police brutality been going on in America for years. It's like, what recourse do we have as a people to say, what, we're gonna put an end to this once and for all?
The only recourse that we seem to have at this stage of the game is to play their game, vote. That's the only way you can do, because you can't beat them with no arms.
Right, they got too many.
Because you're fighting the police, the white folks, the army, everybody. They like Black Wall Street. Right. When they came down on Black Wall Street, the police, everybody else all came together. So, you ain't protecting and serving nobody.
No.
You got to protect them from us.
Right.
You're afraid of us. Because, the reason why they're so afraid of us, because they know if you did me the way I'm doing you, I would have been and killed you. Mm-hmm. So that's why they thinking sooner or later they're going to wake up. Wow. They're going to wake up sooner or later. That's what they're scared of.
Yeah. That we one day will be tired of their oppression. We're
going the wrong way. See, they got too many of us. I guess you get money, that makes you see things differently. Yeah. But somebody there get that wake up call.
Oh yeah,
like Brother Bill. Brother Bill had to get his wake up call.
That's right. Ask Bill. Ask Oprah. Ask anybody.
See, Bill thought he could play the game with them white boys. You go to them parties at the Playboy Mansions. Quaalude with the thing. Yeah, Quaalude, you a big man.
Mm-hmm.
Then you do what you want. You have anybody you want, whether they want you or not. Then you pay that money, sign them non-disclosures. Boom. So the white boy been doing it.
Yeah.
But you ain't them.
Right, you can't.
Woman took your money and your freedom.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
And she was the cutest thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? Look like Miss Jane up the Beverly Hills building.
for real.
So,
Yeah, couldn't nobody believe that.
yeah, well, you know, that's what happens when you living a lie. You perpetrating fraud.
Yeah,
Be yourself. You know?
that's right.
That's what's wrong with a lot of them. So once you start making that money, they get above us. They feel like they done made it, you know, they fit in with the rest of society. But they don't. That's why you have to go get your white wife, you know.
Yeah, wow.
And then all of a sudden you're supposed to be the maintenance to them.
Yeah, and then and at the end of the day, when they come down on you, you look shocked and surprised because you thought you was accepted.
And then this is what gives me about a lot of these young brothers, the athletes and stuff. You come from the hood, you know everybody in the hood. As soon as you make that money, you forget about everybody in the hood.
Yeah.
I ain't saying you got to give nobody nothing, but you know, real estate agents around there in your hood, barbers, you know, people around there do the same thing that you got to have somebody else do, but you don't utilize them.
Right. Yeah.
You know, you've been knowing this place, you've been in the neighborhood for years doing real estate, man. You let them make commission on a $2 or $3 million house. You give somebody else.
Right.
You know, it's stuff like that, you know, you don't reach back and help the one to help you. Man.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah. That's. Ah man. Yeah. That you said it right there though. I mean, something just on that scale to where you can help the person get commission and boost up their real estate practice, or you know, you're right. Advertise for your favorite restaurant who was looking out for you when you was trying to come up and gave you some free meals or whatever.
Everybody support you when you coming up. When you're up coming stuff, you went to Yates, I guarantee you, everybody in the hood was at your game.
Yeah, at your game.
They supported you, they followed your career till you got to this level, and then you kind of forgot all about them.
Yeah, we got you right.
We got that white agent now, the white real estate agent and stuff. That's why I respect LeBron so much. Cause
right.
LeBron could have been a model for all the athletes, the movie stars, or whatever. Reach back and get your people and help them.
Right.
He bought his homeboy a loan, not as a tag along, you know, not to ride along. He talked to the game, talked to the business.
Yeah, this business, right.
I mean, this thing where we'll be right now if all the athletes would do that.
Right.
You can't say the whole hood, even just you do something on your street.
Right. Or even, you know what? And sometimes, you know what? Even if you build something, a structure that's real nice, right within the community, and start building it up, you know?
Yeah.
Making it safe for these kids to go play and whatnot. Don't have to worry about getting shot and some gun violence or just something, you know?
Instead of letting these white folks take all our hoods back.
Yeah,
why some of them else they can't do it? That's why I like Marshawn Lynch. You know, that's what he's doing in Oakland. You know, he banned up all the land in Oakland to keep them from regentrifying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and there's a lot of us could do that, man, like Fifth Ward. And instead of letting white folk buy all that stuff up, why don't some of these people with money buy, build some nice stuff? Y'all can build them skinny houses too, just make them more affordable though.
Right. Same, yeah. Yeah.
We got to help ourselves, man. We can't sit back and wait on that man help and stuff.
No, it's not in his best interest.
Some of them people were buying that stuff that Trump said what he done did for black folks. And I've been running a little personal survey. Every chance I get, I ask somebody, what has Trump done for you?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they saying they did all, but I don't know nobody perfect. He did nothing.
Yeah, I can't figure it out either.
As a matter of fact, there ain't no president did nothing for me, man. Everything I did for myself. Man, I'm the one that got up and went and got that job and dealt with all that mess all day, every day. I did that. It had nothing to do with them.
That's right.
No, I don't care who's sitting in the White House. It ain't got nothing to do with me personally.
Yeah, they've been coming and they've been going. And ain't nothing changed for me.
Yeah, but then I don't have no leaders. I ain't got no pastors telling me to do this, do that, and all that. Yeah. I think for myself. You know, that helps a lot right there. That's right. Because a lot of people getting misguided, you know.
That's right. But Marvin, if you had to predict the outcome, who you think gonna win Tuesday?
Well, I'm going with Biden because the way I predicted my vote is the one that fired him. You know, that's how I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna take that power, all that old stuff they talking. I don't need to see them. I'm be none of them commercials and all that. I don't need to see all that.
Right.
Y'all say anything. Biden gonna shoot the moon out of the sky. I mean, just anything.
Yeah.
But then you gotta understand his base, predominantly uneducated white folks.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll believe anything. I mean, they can't read, so they got to go by what you say.
Right. That's
It's
probably.
just like I had a partner. I thought we were like the Five Bloods. We were in the military together and all that. But then he's a Trump supporter, and I'm not. So we had a big falling out about it. That's okay. I ain't got no problem with that, Because
Right.
he started trying to put labels on me and stuff. You're a liberal.
Right.
What does that actually mean?
Right.
That's just a code word. Like I got a survey for these white folks. Get 100 of them in the room, give them a pencil and paper, and ask each one of them to write down what liberal means.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you have 100 different answers.
That's right. That's right.
But when they hear that word, they know that means it's somebody we ain't supposed to like. We supposed to go against them.
Right. Yeah, that's a code word. That's right. They hear liberal. Right. That's the enemy.
And look like the Proud Boys can't wait.
Yeah.
They acting up already.
Yeah. There's been fights going on and people blocking freeways and Trump.
They had a parade here. They had a parade downtown somewhere yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But over here where I'm at, I don't see none of that, man. The neighborhood I live in look just like a miracle. It's something everybody with.
Right.
Ain't nobody got no Biden signs, no other kind of signs.
Nah, same here. Yeah, that's right.
I don't have to put on no show like the flag, man. A few of them farmers fly the flag, but I would never put that in my yard.
Right.
I did one time when Obama first got elected president. The 4th of July came around. My wife brought home some of the little miniature flags. Oh, man, I was so proud. I had them sticking all over the place.
Yeah.
Until I saw how they started treating Obama.
Right.
Man, I took that mess and threw it in the trash and told my old ass to never bring none of that mess over here no more. That ain't for us.
Nah.
We ain't supposed to have no pride.
Nah. They don't know. They don't want to include us into this what they call American dream.
But you know what's so sad about some of them Trump supporters, though? They would rather die if it meant we weren't going to get nothing. Some of them, they don't care if Trump take the insurance, their welfare. They don't care as long as we're not getting nothing.
But
They just that hateful. They think we getting upper hand on anything that we get.
And it's not
sad.
Yeah.
Sad, man.
But that's the reason why Ice Cube wrote that contract with Black America. He put it in front of the Democrats and Republicans saying, look, man, I don't care who get in the White House. Can you all, whoever gets in, can you deal with these issues?
The only problem about that, though, I like Cube and everything, too, but see, right now, you got to understand, you're dealing with a reality show president. He play every little angle he get. He take that and twist it around, make it look like he's acting like Kanye.
Yeah.
Then you can't out-talk him. You can't out-explain him.
Right.
Once he say he got your support,
Yeah.
So I'm just saying you have to be careful dealing with people like that. They master manipulate.
Right.
They can make anything look like it's something. You can be sitting there watching them kill somebody. By the time he get through explaining, they'll make you think man committed suicide.
Right. Make you think you did
just
it.
that good, man.
That's right. But yeah, you're right. He didn't. Trump had a bigger platform. To, like you said, to manipulate the situation. He can go on. They're gonna post him on these major news networks, and give him time, to say what he needs to say. So you're right. You can't out-talk him, and you don't have a platform as big as Trump's.
Now, this some of these so-called white preachers, man. If I had a Bible to burn, I would have burnt that sucker after I heard it, dude. They're talking about how God put Trump here for us and all that. What?
Yeah, what? Wait. Nigga, what?
Man, I don't hear nothing about that book. That ain't for me.
Yeah.
No. Y'all make all kind of sermons come up out of that book. Anything you want to say.
Yeah.
What happened to that lying and cheating and, messing with other women? Now, what happened to that? Y'all preach that too, but it don't apply to some people.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully, we'll have a peaceful transition. Well, this is my prediction. Biden gonna win landslides, so they ain't got to worry about all that stuff Trump hollering about, counting the votes after the election and all that. You have electoral votes already, so the rest of them don't matter.
Right.
Once you reach electoral votes, it don't matter about the rest of them.
Right, and that's the thing. That's right. Yeah,
you know, but see, you don't want to accept that. That's what happened to him last year. Hillary got more popular vote.
Right.
But he got the electoral votes, so he don't want to be in that same situation. He'll holler about that cheating if he get more votes than don't get the vote.
Now, if he takes it to court, do you think the new Justice Barrett, do you think she'll side with Trump?
Nah, you know what? I think she played Trump herself.
Mm-hmm.
Time gonna tell. I think she played him. I think once she on the ain't nothing you can do now.
Mm-hmm.
So she ain't got to agree with you now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She want to be fair because Republicans didn't used to be this bad. I mean, they always had racism and all that. Racism, they got Democrat racism, Republican racism too. Now, I'm not naive enough to think that only Republicans are racist. White folks are white folks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You put a bunch of them in a room together. If they don't speak, you can't tell one from you can't tell a Nazi German from a Russian, from a Arkansas or nowhere.
Right.
If they don't say nothing.
Right.
So, you know, they like that. So, I mean, but sometimes you have to mix it up. I mean, Democrats ain't perfect. I remember Clinton, they always telling people going to take your gun. Clinton took the gun. Clinton took our guns.
Mm.
You know, Clinton took the Tech 9s and the Uzis and the Mac 10s, all them high capacity pistols that the brothers had back in the day.
Right.
No, they banned all of them.
Uh-huh. Sure.
NRA ain't said nothing, none of that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Now everybody got these military weapons out there. Oh, Second Amendment comes up now, NRA.
Wow. Man, we've been hoodwinked, we've been played, we've been had, bro.
And you know, like Clinton put in that crack powder cocaine law. You know, you had crack, you automatically going to jail. You have 700 pounds of powder and you're white out. That's a misdemeanor, you know?
Yeah.
They got 2 rocks, you going to jail.
Yeah.
But everybody love Bill Clinton. You know, he smiles, suave and all that.
Play the saxophone, whatnot.
Yeah. You know, they saying he was the first black president and all that because he gets him right up in the White House and all that. So.
Wow, bro.
But they all wild. Jimmy Carter mentioned something. He said his son stood up in the White House and smoked weed with Willie Nelson. So, and then we know by Kennedy, Marilyn Monroe and all them, but he had all kind of orders up in the White House. Yeah. So this ain't nothing new. It's just, they always want to portray your image a certain way.
Well, why we so loyal to the Democrats, though, bro?
Well, it's just how it is right now, dog. Because, I mean, the Republicans, they come at you so hard that you think the Democrats going to do you better, but really ain't nobody going to help you. You got to help yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the problem with us is that we get lured into that only voting for the presidential election. That's why we always get screwed around. They have elections almost every week in almost every city across America. They voting on something. Sometimes they may have 10 people turning.
Mm-hmm.
People go on the polls and stuff. So this is stuff that's hurting us because people in our community, in our neighborhood, those are the racists that's hurting us, not Trump.
Yeah.
Well, Trump ain't down here denying you this or denying you that. You know, them people you dealing with every day, them the ones that's hurting you with these programs you got around Houston and all that stuff. And a lot of the black politicians that you have, their whole goal is to keep you in the dark.
Yeah.
They don't let you know about all these programs out there for everybody.
Right. I know that, man.
So, I mean, if you to go up the ladder, you got to be like the Attorney General of Kentucky. You got to play the game the right way. If you want to move on up, in Breonna Taylor case, you didn't even give an option for them to punish police.
Right.
Even the grand jurors had to speak out about that.
Yeah. He dying to get in, bro. He playing the game so hard.
So, maybe he'll be like Herman Cain and go on give his life for Trump.
Yeah.
Fool, you had a war mask, you might have still been around selling more corny jokes, but since you decided that it's a hoax,
There you go, huh?
Yeah, I tell you what though, if the Democrats are smart enough to pull off a hoax this big, affect this many people in the whole world, hell yeah, I'm voting Democrat. Cause y'all some geniuses, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I usually don't listen to that stuff. Last few days, listen to CNN, just hear a little bit of this junk. And them Trump folks still blaming Obama. Well, the last administration left our stockpile low. No, they left you with a plan.
Right.
The plan would have told you what facilities you needed to deal with this pandemic.
Right.
Stockpile, what if you stockpile what y'all needed? It wasn't that pandemic. It was something else. You put supplies in according to what you're dealing with at the particular time. You can't predict the future.
Right.
So, like I said, he left you an office that when they first heard of the pandemic, they could have put a plan in action, had everything ready by the time it hit American soil, like they did with Ebola. But no. Now Trump, you got folks sitting around ain't doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to sit it down. Then after get out of hand, then you want to still blame Obama. But see, that's that old, it's always been the way, blame the black man. Every time something go down, blame it on the black man.
That's right, the scapegoat. We always been a scapegoat for this country.
Man, that's how what happened to Black Wall Street, Rosewood.
Oh, look, move in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Now, one in Philly, who were they after when they burned down the whole city block? One woman?
Yeah.
Burned the whole city block down?
The whole city block down, bro.
But you break one window, you're a terrorist, you know?
Yeah, you're a terrorist, bro.
Man, look at property can be replaced.
Right.
Lives can't. See, they don't give a damn about the lives. They claim they do when it's time to have an abortion or something. But once you get grown, once you come out that womb, they don't care nothing about you then.
They got to put you in your place that they relegate you to, that they created a place for you, and they want to always keep you in that place. And then get mad when you say, "Look, I didn't choose to be here. That's a spot you chose for me. I'm not going along with it." Now you got a fight on your hands.
It's like this: if you want me to go back to Africa, drop me off on your way back to Germany or England, wherever you came from.
Right.
You brought me, so we're gonna leave. We all gonna leave. Let's give it back to the Indians and the Mexicans.
Right.
One Trump trying to claim building a wall for this they native land.
Yeah.
Especially this far down south. You in Texas, you're in Mexico.
Right. So, just look around. It's Mexicans all left, right, in front and behind you in Texas.
Man, this was Mexicans and Indians over here and black folk.
That's right, and black folk.
Yeah.
Because the black folk was here first.
See this thing though. Them waters they talking about, we already mastered all that. Navigating them waters and stuff all over the world. Why y'all think y'all discovering something? You had to ask somebody, then you would have knew. Instead of coming at demanding, instead of asking somebody, you could have got some knowledge.
That's right.
But that ain't how you handle everything. You want to dominate everything. Because, if you find all these archaeologists find all these okays and stuff, man, they start digging them out. And they see them hieroglyphics on the wall. I don't care what part of the world they find this in. It's always somebody black up there.
Yeah.
How you explain that?
Right.
I remember years ago they found a tribe over there in Taiwan or somewhere. They had never seen civilization. All black.
Mm-hmm.
Explain that.
Right.
Y'all didn't do that.
Nah.
They just like all the statues, the pyramids. They break all them noses when they see them big old flat out black nose. They had to break them off.
You'll break them upset, mad.
But this thing that puzzles me. Why is you have a race of people that went throughout history? Their only goal is to destroy everything about black men. The African history, not African American, African history. They go every one of them throughout history, whatever king it was, whatever, the main goal was destroy every remnant that they saw about blacks. Mm-hmm. So they could take credit for everything. Yeah. Pyramids and all that. Y'all didn't do that.
Right.
But since y'all telling the story, No, you can tell it any way you want to.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. When you in control, you can tell. You can change it up and tell a story to try to fit your own narrative.
But
You know.
I saw some on, I think it was the one of them talk show, the Real View or something. But anyway, they found out that each state got their own history book.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't like it's just no one version of history we teach to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody tell their own story.
Sorry.
His story. That's why I always call his story.
That's right, his story. And at the end of the day, he gonna put himself on top, yeah, because he wrote the book.
Cause I mean, you know, cause what got me, I was talking to one of my partners the other day. Cause I lost one of my classmates last week. But I was saying that why is it that we didn't know about Katherine Johnson, Mary Jackson, all of them when we were growing up?
Mm-hmm.
We were living during the time when they were going to the moon allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So why we didn't know that all those black women had a critical part in the U operation?
Right.
You know, they were computers. They were so smart. They was figuring out all this stuff in their mind on paper and stuff.
Right.
Why we didn't know that?
Right.
Do you know how inspiring that would have been to black folks around there, especially black women around there, if you had to let that be known?
That's right. Yeah, that's why they say that this systemic racism, all of it was done by design. They sat behind closed doors and came up with a solution saying, well, look, let's not let them know this. Let's not do this. Because if we do, it will motivate and encourage them, and we don't want them as our equals.
Everybody needs to read the Willie Lynch doctrine. Willie Lynch taught them all this.
Mm-hmm.
The making of a slave, Willie Lynch taught them how to create us.
Mm-hmm.
And what he said, if you use my method, it's self-checking.
Right.
1,000 years from now, it'll still be working.
Yeah.
Yes. Because, I mean, I ain't quoting no for no, but basically what he said was make them trust only us.
Right.
Use everything different about them, make them play that against each other.
Right.
Elevate the black woman.
Right.
Put her in power over the black man.
Right.
And if you look around America, the way things are shaping up now, man, that plan is working good.
It's here running smooth, you know.
And then, you know, everybody's caught into that Bible and stuff. And people get offended at me because I don't agree with the Bible. I've never read the Bible. You know why? People that raised me never read it. They were taught the Bible. You know, nobody, they couldn't read. My grandfather didn't read no right, so how could he read anything? Right. So then if he could read, he don't understand what that means.
That's right. Now, if my people came over here with the Bible and the black Native Americans already had the Bible, then okay, let's roll. But if the slave master, oppressor, the colonizer put it in my hand, hell, I don't want it. I know something wrong with it.
The oppressor can't be your savior, too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
So it's got to be one of the oppressor cannot be your savior. No. Some people believe that. I talked to one of my cousins the other day, and I tried to be nice about it. She tried to convert me, you know, because I told her, you know, she prayed for me and all that. That's fine. That's what you want to do, it's fine. You know, but she didn't want to kind of convert me, want to tell me to read the Bible, read this scripture, that and the other. I tried to be nice about it, you know. I appreciate what you're doing and everything, but you're not the first one that tried this. You know what I'm saying? It's up to me, you know. If you just do this, you'll be so much more peaceful and all this. You don't know nothing about me.
Right.
You know? And the reason why it's common because my daddy had died and stuff, so she offered her condolences and all that. You can do that and all that, but me and my daddy had no kind of relationship. You know, we knew each other, but we wasn't father and son. We were just two guys. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I don't have the same feeling that you have, you know, so, and I appreciate you, you know, showing me the love and everything, but, you know, I didn't want to just come out and just tell her that, you know?
Right.
Like I said, I don't try to convert nobody to nothing. I don't try to convince you or nothing. You don't try to convince me, but if you gonna preach to me for 5 minutes, well, I get 5 minutes rebuttal.
Right. No, they don't
You know
want
what I'm saying?
yeah, they don't want that rebuttal now.
Yeah, they can't stand that for me.
Yeah, they'll tell you, I pray for you, but they don't want you praying for them, though.
Well, don't pray for me, because I gotta pray for me. From my understanding of the way the game go, it don't work unless I ask for it.
Come on.
And then this how I get a lot of them wanting to come my face, tell me that the Lord sent them to me.
Mm-hmm.
Say, oh, they easy to pray. I let them know right then. I know he ain't sent you to me, because if he did, he would have told you. You got to approach him different.
Right.
Ain't no way he'd have sent you out there to confront me about this, knowing how I'm finna come back at you.
Right.
You know?
He wouldn't have seen you. He wouldn't have seen you unprepared, huh?
No. If he sent you, then.
Right, if he sent you. Y'all don't know who sent you. Right. You go back and tell him this then. Yeah, that's right.
So next time, holler at me first, let me know you're coming, and then we'll be all right, so. But they killed me with that church stuff, man. I ain't knocking what nobody believe, man,
Right.
But, believe what you're going to believe and stop trying to convert me.
Right, that's the problem. Especially when I got evidence. Hey, you got a church on every corner, liquor store, and I don't see much progress. And books all in hotels and everywhere. The Bible, and come on, okay.
But see, they always tell me don't judge a man, read the Bible. Or the preacher out there freaking and doing everything else, but I'm not supposed to see that. I'm supposed to be blind, just read what them words say. Okay, go ahead on, you do that.
Right.
Cause I go to church, I ain't getting on my knees to close my eyes and none of them, cause I don't trust y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that's me, and I made this far and everything.
Yeah.
Cause I was talking to my cousin and everything, but really pisses me off when he talks to me. Do you believe in it? See, if I could have stuck my hand through the phone, I would have stopped it. Everybody go down that same road, and then she want to say I'm an atheist. Why I gotta be anything? Why I can't just be me?
Right.
Oh, you gotta be one or the other. You sound like them white folks, huh?
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be free will. I thought it was supposed to be pick and choose.
Wow.
Just because I don't choose one, don't mean I choose the other.
Right.
Why can't I just be neutral? Why I can't commit to either one?
Right. Why can't I just enjoy my life and see it the way I see it, without you trying to put a label on me?
Yeah, but it don't work that way, man.
Come on.
But man, like I said, hopefully everything will end peacefully. But if it's not peaceful, it won't become from us.
Right.
If America going to civil war, you know where it's going to start from.
That's right.
They already showing their hand. They out there running around with their guns and everything like they don't want got guns.
Right.
Yeah, I went to find me a gun. I saw a whole bunch of different color people buying guns and ammunition and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't know what they thinking, and like you say, I hope the transition goes smoothly.
Yeah.
But a lot of people spending a lot of money buying weapons and boarding up their businesses and getting ready for something.
Yeah. I don't know what, but I'm ready this time. I ain't worried about me a shotgun. I usually don't participate in all this stuff, but this is a different mountain we're dealing with now.
Yeah.
I don't panic behind hurricanes and flooding and all that stuff. But this right here, this something different here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you come to my door, I can handle that.
Right.
I can't stop that flood from coming in, but I stop you from coming in.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because I'm going down swinging if it come down to that, man. I hate to say that, man,
but that's the only way. That's the only way to go down, man.
I'm not turning the cheek, man.
Yeah, we saw that didn't actually work. So
yeah, it ain't never work.
If we keep trying that, then we will go insane. If we keep trying to do the same method that's been proven time and time again, it don't work.
Well, what it say? Definition of insanity. Mm-hmm. Keep doing things the same way, expecting different results.
Right.
Well, that's us.
See, we've
been begging and praying and praying and begging for years.
Right. See, we got
my grandmother should be in heaven. She should be riding in a Lexus right now because she sacrificed everything she had for the preaching of the Lord. She died in poverty, no eyesight. So catching the bus every day. So I guess she went to the pearly gates. She living that. She seeing us fish of gold and all that. Because we've been taught to believe.
Right.
So,
that's right. Yeah, no, we have to find different methods now because you're right. They will clinically label us insane. We keep reverting back to the same old ways that haven't proven effective. That means something wrong with us. It's not them. Something wrong with us.
Yeah, it is. Because, a lot of them don't see, if you forget your past, you're doing the repeat.
Mm-hmm.
They see all these, but like the one that's hanging out with you, Steve Harvey. Where's Steve Harvey now?
Yeah.
Why Steve Harvey had so many jobs?
Yeah.
Now, we watching, what's that, Family Feud? What do we do now?
Family Feud.
But all that has been pre-taped.
Right.
Because you don't see none of the episode with him with his beard. When he was doing this show live, he had a full beard for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't seen no episode of Family Feud with him with a beard. So that means all those episodes been pre-taped.
Yeah. Well,
he's still getting paid and everything, but once that play out, then what?
Yeah, because he trying to tell Monique, you got to play the game. You got to play the money game, Monique. And she looking at him like, man, what the hell are you talking about, bro? He fucking snatch you up when they get ready because it's their network and their shows. Look at Nick Cannon.
They're going to all end up down there with Tyler Perry before it's over.
Yeah. They're going to have to all go down there.
Still trying to drag him down. Y'all better do everything you can to help build him up because he got something that everybody needs.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He got a message to push Joe talent out there.
Yeah, you're right. And, I was wondering, I haven't seen him as much during this presidential election, but I know he got a lot of feature films that he's currently working on right now at this moment, so it's probably taking up a lot of his time, though.
Yeah. I knew a lot of guys, though, man, they was upset with Tyler Perry for playing Mud Deal.
Wearing that dress, you're right.
Wearing that dress and all that shit. They ain't looking at the money he make. They just, he wearing that dress. But man, do you know how much money he made off of that?
Yeah. But
every time them players came down, it was just crowded, man.
Yeah, that's true on the play, but a lot of people was going off of what they was trying to do with Dave Chappelle to where they tried to force him to wear. Tyler Perry, he came up and wore the dress, but when they try to force you and say he'll put this on, that's a difference.
But I understand that. I understand all that. Because, see, that's right. They try to do it to all the black men. Everybody got to wear a dress.
Right.
That's how it was when you came along. You had to wear a dress. But some of them chose to. Some of them chose to do whatever.
Right.
But I ain't knocking nobody for what they do because you making that money. I wouldn't do it, but,
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either. And I'd do it on my own free will. You ain't finna bag me in no corner and start threatening me if I don't. It's like, come on, man. It's like, bro, do you got another agenda, man? What do you pushing it too hard? Something ain't right.
Because everybody have different talents and different things to bring to you. Ain't no one size fit all for us.
Right, no, not at all.
Like Bill Cosby didn't agree with the rappers.
Right.
He didn't like their lyrics, their cussing and stuff. He didn't like that. So everybody always got something they don't like about what you're doing. You could be doing everything just like they want you to do. They're still going to find something wrong with it.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
You got to satisfy yourself,
Yeah, you can't please everybody, and everybody not going to like you, bro. Bill Cosby said one thing that stuck with me. He said, I don't know the secret to success, but the secret to failure is trying to please everybody. Yeah.
That hit right on the head there, man.
Yeah, right on. You can't do it, man. You can't please everybody, bro.
But I don't even try, man. I ain't trying to win no popularity contest. I try to treat people the way I want them to treat me.
That's right.
Like I had to talk to my grandson the other day. He found out one of his partners was perpetrating fraud, faking and shaking, acting like he got all this money, doing all this and that. Then he tried to commit suicide. Over some woman. But he meet these women, he want to buy them. He want to give them everything and all that. I mean, that's fine, but I ain't trying to be no pimp.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so everybody entitled to live their life the way they want to.
Come on.
Some people don't like me because I'm a married man, but that's the lifestyle I chose,
Right. That's yeah.
I don't know what works for you. I found me a woman that want to have things like me, and we compatible. So,
You enjoying life.
I'm enjoying it.
Come on, man. That's what it's about, bro. Trust me, I know what you mean, bro.
But you find somebody that got your back, compatible with you got to roll with that, man.
Right.
Your homeboys, that time, they don't like that. They act like they got your back, but they just want to hold you back.
Right.
Keep you in their eyesight. Because once you with somebody you start progress, you kind of get out of sight, man. They can't see you no more. They don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And that bothers them, man.
Yeah, well.
We all grew up as homies. We all supposed to be on the same level for life. You ain't supposed to do better than me.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't supposed to have no Mercedes. I don't have one.
That's a good lesson for a lot of young brothers and sisters that's coming up,
Oh yeah, well, what you'll find in life, you'll have more frenemies than friends. I mean, a lot of people, you think you got a friend, but you find out life will teach you about these so-called friends. You can't you ain't supposed to let nobody know your every move, everything you do. You ain't supposed to relay that to nobody that ain't got no financial involvement in that.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't discuss your finances with nobody unless it's a financial advisor, or just tell your homeboy and your partners and all that. No. Because they're the one going to kick your door in and take your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And point fingers at somebody else. So,
Yeah. Yeah, you
it's
right.
crazy.
Yeah, we got to wise up.
Yeah. And like I said, family, that's a subject for another day, but family ain't always blood.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they're your brother and your sister don't mean they're your family. They're your relative, they're not your family. The family people that think like you, y'all can trust each other, go back and forth, they ain't trying to hustle you, you ain't trying to hustle them. But that's your family, got your back.
Come on.
Because you got some cousins and brothers and uncles out there, they try to get you, especially they think you're doing better than them.
Mm-hmm.
Think you owe them something.
Yeah, that's something that needs to be said, bro. Wake a lot of people up.
A lot of people don't want to address that though, man. They think if you got it made, we got it made. But no, it don't work. I mean, it worked out with some people. Just depending on what kind of mindset you have. Cause I had one partner, we should fantasize about what we would do if he won the lottery. And man, he used to make me sick with this, because every time he say, first thing I get my brothers and sisters did, he don't never put himself first. But dealing with them, they don't feel the same way about him. They don't put him first. They don't, they take from him. They don't try to do nothing for him, but he just so indoctrinated into that family thing that,
Can't think for itself.
No. It's sad though that people can't think for themselves.
Yeah,
you can't give me no bunch of fancy words. Like a sermon, like a preacher. I enjoy a good sermon much as nigga. Don't mean nothing. I enjoy a good play, a good movie, good song. It's all the same to me. It's entertainment. It don't mean I'm finna break down and commit to what you say just because you said them words.
Yeah. But nowadays you do got a strong mind. Have to have a strong mind in today's society.
I be teasing my old lady all the time. She's a church girl. I told her, I said, now, I would have saved you. I wouldn't let you go with Jim Jones. Somebody got to have a clear mind.
Yeah.
When he was trying to take you out in the wood, I wouldn't let you go.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't going. So
Yeah. Somebody gotta have a clear mind how to see
Yeah,
things
I had to
clearly.
put my foot down somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
Damn, we doing all right. We doing good, and all of a sudden, you
Yeah.
want to pull up, move out in the
Right in
jungle
the
with these white
woods.
folks?
Yeah.
Oh no, no. What that about? What part about that in?
Right. Yeah, somebody gotta be strong enough to be like, nah, I can't. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, for your own good.
Like right now, man, all these Trumpers, they drinking that Kool-Aid, man. You know, he sounded just like Jim Jones. Oh, they coming to get. He's stoking up that fear. Oh, they coming to get. You gotta be rich. Told the Proud Boy, stand back.
Yeah.
Be ready.
Just stand by. Yeah, be ready. Shit, yeah.
But there's one thing that they overlooking.
Yeah.
These are not the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't the only one that got stuff now. It ain't just the people that like y'all, that think like y'all. Y'all limited in number. It ain't like you got all white society on your side no more. They ain't like that. Everybody ain't finna fight this civil war. It's gonna be just like it was before.
Mm-hmm.
White folks fighting against white folks, it's gonna be the same way now.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you ain't finna just take over like you think you are. But even though it started already over in England and Germany, they already got unrest over there. They finna lock it down again because the COVID is spreading so bad. And they got fire bombs in the street. I mean, they just like the war zone over there right now.
Then it's slowly working its way to the Americas, huh?
Well, you know, it might be finna hit all over the world because George Floyd kind of set that off. Yeah. You ain't never seen nobody all over the world protesting about nothing. They had 911 over here. I ain't seen nobody overseas protest. George Floyd,
yeah,
that touched everybody there because everybody's dealing with the same thing because policing is the same all over the world.
All over the world.
They think the same way, that they own you, they're above the law. You gotta respect me, you gotta respect me, but you respect the president. You can call Obama a nigga, but you can't call the police out of his name.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the society we're living in. Well, they want to instill their fear in us.
Yeah, the people smarter than what they think they are.
Oh man, see, social media bypassed them. You know, they don't realize that everything you say or do is recorded. Mm-hmm. It ain't like it used to be when y'all go to the little KKK meeting and stuff, everything else stay in the room. It ain't like that no more. And they haven't grasped that concept yet. They don't understand this technology. They don't understand that once you say it, you can't take it back. Mm-mm. You know, if it's he say, she say, then okay, yeah, well, I can dispute that. But once you put it out there on digital format, that's it. Once you tweet, shit, you can't change it. Ain't nothing you can do. Mm-hmm. Email, text, and all that, it's out there. So, but then they want to, you see the video of them saying that, they want to try to explain that to you.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and the sad part about it is when some of these incidents occur with these police brutalities and young men being shot or young women being shot, and somehow these government officials get their parents behind the scene, sometimes they come out and settle for the money instead of justice. Or they'll say, well, you know, I forgive the police, or like in Beauchamp, Bashan Jean and in Dallas, you know, the girl in Fort Worth, she walks in and shoots him eating ice cream, and the parents want to forgive her. Judge come down there and give her a hug and a Bible and whatnot, and and don't know
and the brother too.
Yeah, and the brother too, and it's like, dude, you don't understand that was a hit. Didn't really like him in those apartments. Or she could have liked him and he turned her down or whatnot, and she went and let him have it. Or she was trying to jump herself in a police gang, and one way to get in was she had to kill somebody black. But the story of she tied and went and opened the wrong door. Come on, man. You know.
No, but see, the part that they leave out is that she was on the phone talking to her lovely she had an affair with on the police force. She all messed up in the head behind talking to him. That's why she was distracted.
Right,
you know,
but soon as
you know what? They can explain anything they do.
Right.
And they got so many of us. Like they had a video I saw up there where police and drug this dude, stopped his dad, and he beat his dad and threw him in the car, then drugged him out and put him in the car. And first thing he say, "Oh, I forgive the police. I don't want nothing to happen to him."
Yeah,
but they ain't never forgave us for nothing. You know, they Fidel Castro dead, and they still ain't forgave Cuba.
That's sticky, and
we supposed to forgive everything.
Look, we still holler about reparations and 40 acres and a mule.
But look at this thing. How can the racists tell me what's racist?
Yeah.
You're the one that's racist. Normally, you is racist to me.
Right.
That's the point they don't get. Things we say is racist. Oh, it ain't racist. That's normal. We've been calling y'all niggas for years. Right. So I mean, you don't race in their mind they did something wrong. Right. Now, say something about one of them and see how they are.
Woo, they go crazy. How dare you? Who are you to talk about me as if we beneath them or they special or something? And you know what's so funny? They think that we see them as special more than we see ourselves.
Well, when you can get the big money people like Kanye and Lil Wayne and this other guy, I can't think of his name, he put out a rap by he's gonna fuck Biden, he gonna be with Trump. You know, when you get people like that to pump up your nerves, they don't realize every election they got some props out there. Mm-hmm. I remember when George Bush got elected one year, some little black kid out there sitting on his knees and stuff, you know?
Yeah, they gonna prop you.
It ain't nothing but a prop, you know, it ain't nothing but a photo shoot, you just, you know. But you gotta be bigger than that. You're gonna take more than all that visual prop and them words. Cause you would never get me with them words. The pretty words, I can enjoy them pretty words, but I take them what they is just words.
Right, yeah, that.
Like when I go to church, I done heard that story about Job so many times. Damn, how many times? I done heard different spins on it, but it's the same thing. It's a remake of the same old stuff. I want to hear about David and Goliath.
Right.
You know, Josh is talked about Jericho. I want to hear about them sometime. I want to talk about Adam and Eve. Tell me how Adam and Eve made all that.
Right.
Right. You know, come in and explain some of that. That's shit I need to know about.
Right.
Not coming up with these same old stories.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, but then when I do that, it's something wrong with me. It label me, then put a label on me. I don't care what you label me.
Hey, when they saying you don't want to be in, you fighting the indoctrination.
Well, I ain't never been indoctrinated, you know.
Oh, see that, yeah. See, that's the goal. See, you got to be indoctrinated in order to flow smoothly with the system that they created. And if you're not indoctrinated, you cause bumps in the road.
Well, you know, they tried when I was growing up. They tried to go to church, you know, but I got my eyes open. While y'all got your eyes closed, I got my eyes open. I see a preacher over there preaching on the good booty and all that. I see that. Yeah. I ain't have my eyes closed.
Right.
So I don't trust y'all. I mean, all this old mumbo jumbo y'all done, you know. And the Catholic, damn, I can't think of this church. Sanctified Church. Oh. Sanctified Church. Well, Sanctified Church used to scare me when I was young.
What? Talk about it.
And look here, I used to, you know, I wasn't used to it. The church I went to was a Baptist church in the country. So when I come to Houston, my grandmother was a Sanctified Church. And they end up lining up like Soul Train line. Everybody go up before the preacher. You anoint their head with oil. And when they hit that oil, they just break down and, you know, do all kind of stuff. Huh? So I'm thinking to myself when I get up there, man, I sure hope this stuff don't make me act like that. Because I don't know. I'm young, I'm impressionable, and I'm trying to, get some kind of grasp on this stuff. Y'all keep telling me all these stories about their religion and all that, but I'm trying to see for myself.
Right.
I can't see through your eyes. So, but it didn't happen. So, once I realized it's all fake. Right. I had two uncles that were Baptist ministers, and they could break it down on Sundays. Oh, man, they have everybody that broke down. But through the week, that weakness of the flesh, it got them, you know? Right. And every minister I've known going to that weaknesses of flesh is always there. You know I'm not supposed to judge and all that. I ain't supposed to be stupid neither.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You do what you want to do. I'm supposed to run out and give you my money, but if you catch me out there in the woods with your daughter or somebody else's daughter, now all of a sudden you want to judge me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just chose not to participate. They say I'm going to go to hell, but everybody I know go to hell. Because every funeral I ever went to, everybody went to hell.
Yeah, yeah.
I know y'all ain't finna stand in this church and tell me no lie. You know what I'm saying? So, now, people you know they were gangs. You know they were low down dirt.
Right.
But they still going to hell.
Yeah.
You Hefner's in heaven.
Yeah, yeah.
Hef in heaven. I know I'm going.
You know I'm going. Yeah, for real.
I want to find my heaven right here, just in case ain't nothing on the other side. I don't know.
That's right. Yeah, I'm
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna find.
Try to get mine right here where I can see it and enjoy it. And I know.
That's right.
Ain't nobody never came back and confirmed nothing. It's all about belief.
Yeah, I'm not going for the pie in the sky.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's
we
what
all created equal according to what they say, but do you believe that?
Hey, I mean, you know, as far as sperm and ovum and that egg mix and here come a child, that's equal. But as far as man and race and what's going on right now, in some people's minds, nah, we not all equal here. Matter of fact, they try to consider us 3/5 of a human being. So,
but our biggest problem is we too busy wanting master to accept us.
right, it'll never happen.
You know, that's our problem. We want master to accept us.
Right.
We don't even accept ourselves. We feel like we ain't nothing to let them approve us.
Yeah, part of his title, part of the definition that goes along with his title is not to accept you, or else he couldn't be in the position that he's in.
But you'll never be. See, you want to be equal with that man. Come on, man. You can live your life good. Everybody you know can live their life good. You ain't got to be equal with him.
Right,
be your own man.
Right, and plus,
you ain't got to look up to him. You can stand on your own feet.
Right.
And if you're your own man and make your own decision, you ain't got to go along with everything that he said.
And all the dirt he done.
You got billions of dollars instead. You build a school in Africa when you need schools in Chicago.
Yeah.
People that made you who you are, but play the game the way they do. You put your money over there like you really doing something. Then now everybody over there raping them girls and stuff. Then makes you look stupid. But you ain't helping nobody here. You don't have no children. Where your money gonna go when you leave here?
Mm-hmm.
Back to them.
Yeah, damn.
Instead of you buying up some of this land, building some subdivisions for black folks, what is gonna hurt for you to do that? You got the means to do it.
Yeah.
Do you still need their acceptance? You still feel like you're not complete unless they accept you?
There's a lot of land in Texas.
I saw where some black women bought some land in Georgia.
Yeah.
They got the idea they're going to try to build a community for black folk.
That's right.
They ain't discriminating against nobody. Anybody can move in there, but they want to set it up where it's black-owned, black police, black everything in the community.
Right. Well, because we need to know what it's like to live without that oppression and racism hanging over your head, to where you got complete and total freedom to move around and enjoy your time on this earth without some systemic racism and without the brutality and police brutality, and you got to tell your sons what to do when the police pull you over. We want to spend some time.
What's up, bro? I hate to put it this way, but we have to have our own version of racism too. Because people like Stacey Dash and Kanye and all that, you ain't gonna never get nowhere. Herschel Walker and all that. With people like that in your community, you can't get nowhere with them because they gonna run tell the man every step you making.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to weed them kind of people out too. If you ain't down to call, we need to go over there with them.
Right, yeah, that's right.
Let them take care of you.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's what's always been our downfall throughout history. There's always been somebody that had that connection with them. They always let them know when we finna make a move. And they always step ahead of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that is the problem.
It's sad, but you got some people that just love them folk. You got some black folk that laugh harder than the white folk when they call them. It don't offend them.
Yeah,
they be wondering what's wrong with me when I get mad. Well, like,
yeah, you can.
I ain't like that, man.
Yeah, you got them out there. That's a fact, brother. We got
when
this.
My song was "Say It Loud."
That's right, I'm black and I'm proud.
Hey.
Yeah, that's right. And
then there was another one by Temptation, "Message from a Black Man."
Come on.
No matter how hard you try, you can't stop me now. So
that's where we at.
Yeah, man.
Where we at?
Like I said, I'm gonna be ready, man. Like I said, buy my gun, got my bullets. Hopefully they just stay where they are, but in case they don't, I ain't going out like that. Y'all ain't finna drive over my yard in them Trump trucks and shit blowing your horn seat. It's on.
Yeah, it ain't happening, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey.
I
ain't going out looking for nothing, but I'm gonna protect mine.
Right. Yeah, this not.
Ain't any cause, I'm gonna protect mine.
This ain't. Yeah, this is a new day.
Yeah.
New day, new time. That's right. Bro, Mark, man, show, man. It was a pleasure having you on the show today, brother.
Well, I enjoyed the call, man. Hopefully we can get together and talk about some positive stuff after the third.
That's right.
We're gonna see.
Yeah, we gonna see, man. And, hope everything goes smooth, but, it is what it is. But we'll see, like I say, tomorrow it's on. Tomorrow is the day.
Yeah.
All right, brother Marvin. We're going to put it together, brother.
All right.
Verbal Pick Radio. We're out.